And hello, well, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we are live. I always have to wait just in case. Sometimes the live stream doesn't start immediately. We're still waiting for it, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll come up eventually. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue playing PCC. But for anyone watching this later on, yes, it is a big old Grandcat's birthday today. And I'm going to be live streaming the end of PCC until the event finishes. We're hoping the audio is fine. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully you can all hear me. Okay, there we go. This live stream has now begun. Took a while. The True Hulkster says, "Merry birthday, boss." Thank you very much, True Hulkster. The truest of the True Hulksters, indeed. True Hulk says, "Just popped up. I'll share the links now. Merry birthday, boss." Thank you very much, True Hulkster. Also, we still haven't found out how to fix this yet. I would like that to go back to being a big old grand cat, but I do not know how to make it happen. But I did mention there was going to be a free giveaway, and we're going to do that right now. So we're going to give away 5 free gifted paid expensive, well, they're not really expensive, they're going to be free for you guys, but we're going to give away 5 free gifted subs that will give you access to more than 100 of big old Grand Cat exclusive videos. S. Clark says hello, hello S. Clark. And we're going to give away those 5 free gifted subs now. Let's see who our 5 winners are going to be. So Zion Williamson, Lord Added Blood, Chris, John Layton, and Rick C137 were all granted memberships from the big old Grand Cat. So that is something for you all to enjoy on the Grand Cat's birthday. Congratulations to each of you. And for anyone just tuning in, we are just going to be live streaming the end of PCC until this finishes. It is my birthday today, so feel free to say happy birthday or whatever. And yes, I have just turned 300 years old. I am an ancient beast, a big old ancient cat. Meow meow. I'm called the Grand Cat for a reason. And we are trying to get ourselves a AJ Styles from this PCC event. We're currently ranked just in the top 3,000. We're not going for much more than that. Just using the super move for the sake of using the super move. There's probably some quest that asks you to use the super move. So the event now ends in 28 minutes and 11 seconds. And we are currently ranked 2,997 with 714 wins and 39 losses. The reason for those 39 losses is because I was trading some cards using PCC, and wins and losses, if you get a loss, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really affect anything, so I was like, well, why not? And how is everyone else doing in the PCC event? This event can largely be done without even looking at the screen. Half the time I'm just watching something else. I did watch all of the final 5 episodes of Cobra Kai this morning as part of a birthday present to myself. It was very, very cool. I very much enjoy Cobra Kai. It had what I would say is a satisfying conclusion. And it's very difficult to make a series finale that will please everyone, but I think they did a pretty good job with what they had. I won't spoil anything for anyone that hasn't seen it, so don't worry. But if you haven't seen all of Cobra Kai, it is certainly well worth watching. It is a fantastic series all the way through, from start to finish. Unlike things like Game of Thrones, where it started off amazingly hot and got significantly better as the show went on, and then just entirely flopped at the end. Just did not have a good ending, was not received well by anyone. So we're currently 2,993, and I'm expecting us to be around that 2,900 mark. I don't think we're going to drop many points. I don't think we're going to gain many points. I think that is just whereabouts we're at. Oh, it's big old Stone Cold, Sean. CM Punk versus Stone Cold would have been a crazy match to see. Jobin says smiley face. Welcome, Jobin. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good time. And yes, the title of the video is correct. I am 300 years old today. A very, very old Grand Cat. Jobin says, yeah, brother, thanks, I am good, and how are you? I am doing very well. I had a very, very pleasing day. I spent my birthday with my family. I spent the past 2 days with my grandcat family. And of course, I spend every day with all of the... Jobin says, your birthday? It is indeed my birthday today. Today is the very birthday of the big old grandcat. 17th of February. But I spend every day on Discord with the Grand Cat Grand Fleet. So if you want to speak to me at any given time, you can generally find me around my Discord server. And also following this event, we have a Team Road to Glory, which is going to give you a Royal Rumble 25, sorry, not Royal Rumble 24, Royal Rumble 25 solo score. Jobin says, oops, sorry, happy birthday, bro, stay blessed. That's wonderful, thank you, Jobin. I very much appreciate it. I do like when any member of the Grand Cat's Grand Fleet says happy birthday. I'm a very, very appreciative Grand Cat. Also, you can see that I'm only using up and down arrows for my males. It's just so that they all tag together, so that I'm never in a position where 2 of them don't tag with each other. And you'll see that I'm using Rick Steiner, who is not a down arrow. He is a left arrow, but I have put the equipment on him to change him into down arrow, just so that we can get those tag matches without any problems. We still have 22 minutes left to go. Jobin says, I recently started playing this game, so I searched YouTube about this. So I got your video as well as some others, though. Oh, that's very cool. Jobin says, great, you're good. Zion Williams says, lol, I just got gifted from you. Ah, well, that is a birthday gift from big old grand cat Zion Williamson. I hope that you enjoy. You were gifted it on the birthday of the grand cat. That makes you a very, very special member of the subscribers, I suppose. The gifted subscribers. Ah, yes, the famous tag team of Shawn Michaels and Rick Steiner. I'm pretty sure those two have never even seen each other. They probably did. Jobin says, you are from? I am from Scotland, Glasgow specifically. That is the home of the big old grand cat. I am a big old Scottish beast. A big Scottish grand cat, indeed. Just checking this a second. Oh, it's attached to CM Punk. That's what it is. I was wondering where this was, the Papa Shango skull. I knew that I was training it up, I just didn't know where it was. Jobin says, that's great. Fire? Aye, that's right. I'm from Scotland. Freedom and all that jazz. Jobin says, so what's your birthday plan? Have you went to church? My birthday plan? Well, I sort of celebrate my birthday over a few days. The Saturday and Sunday I spent with friends. We did a whole bunch of videos that will be going up on the channel at some point, probably in March, if not possibly even April at this point. So that was a lot of fun. I had fun with Edge Marquee, Big Boss Man, the Baron, and Big Dog. Today, I spent it with my family. So I had a very nice dinner with the family. I had birthday cake. And I watched the last 5 episodes of Cobra Kai. It was very, very cool. So yes, it's been a wonderful little birthday. And it is currently 9:41 p.m. here in the home of the Grand Cat in Glasgow, Scotland. So literally just winding down the end of my birthday. Being a big 300-year-old Grand Cat. Playing PCC. So hopefully getting AJ Styles. Izara says, can I see your cards? Absolutely, but we'll wait until PCC finishes, and then we'll take a look at them, because PCC only has another 19 minutes left to go. Jobin says, man, that's awesome. Cobra Kai was amazing. I'm a big fan of that show. Me too. I have always really enjoyed the Karate Kid series. And when I saw that Cobra Kai came back, I was very, very excited. And I've been watching Cobra Kai all the way since season 1. And there's an unrelated Cobra Kai movie coming out. It's a new Karate Kid movie that I think is a kind of sequel to the Jackie Chan one, where Jackie Chan's character and Daniel LaRusso end up meeting up together. Azura says, I used to coach soccer with a guy from Glasgow. Oh, very cool. People from Glasgow get all over the world. Jobin says, legend, right? Oh, he says, Jobin says, Always favorite one is Miguel. Yes, Miguel is a very, very cool character. Is it just me, or does Logan Paul look a little bit like, oh my goodness, I've forgotten his name. I was about to say Daniel LaRusso, but it's not LaRusso. It is, uh, why can't I think whenever I'm on camera? If I wasn't, if I wasn't live streaming, I'd be able to get his name instantly. Robbie's father, the main character. Oh my God. Um, Tom Road to 700 subs says hi. Hello, Tom. Welcome. Zero says, yeah, Jobin says Johnny Lawrence. Why couldn't I think of Johnny Lawrence's name? Azira says Dominic Mysterio. No, it was not Dominic Mysterio I was thinking of. But yeah, Logan Paul looks a little bit like Johnny Lawrence. That is what I was trying to get to. I don't know if any of you know what it is like to try and live stream and try and talk. Tom Road 700 says, sub says, happy 300th birthday. Thank you very much, Tom. It is indeed my 300th birthday. And we're down to 15 minutes and 50 seconds left. We're currently at rank 2,974. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I'm starting PCC, there's a little bit that comes up with your character against the opponent's character, and there's like a human shadow in the background. It doesn't work with my cat image. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Jobin says 300, that's crazy, so you got a world record. Izera says, are you 300 years old? I am indeed. I am a 300-year-old grand cat. Very, very ancient. A noble beast, indeed. Tom Road 700 subs says, how does PCC work? I've never played it. Literally everything that you're seeing right now, you can. It's basically just like playing Wild, apart from you can just play Wild infinitely. Azera says, how are you 300 years old? You know what? Sometimes I ask myself that as well. It is a mystery. A mystery indeed. I would say that having a good diet and exercising well, moisturize on occasion, and use plenty of conditioner, and you too can reach 300 years old. Tom Road 700 subs says, is it easy to get the card? Well, so long as you're in the top 10,000 players, you will get the... Well, it's going to be the AJ Styles card because Finn Balor isn't catching up at this stage unless some kind of horrific miracle happens at this stage. So, basically, you vote for which one you want to play for, whether it's either Finn Balor or AJ Styles, and whatever one wins, everyone gets the card that happens at the end. Izara says, I got Jey Uso glasses. Oh, that's very cool. The Yeet ones. For a second there, I thought you meant there was Jey Uso glasses in the game, like some kind of new equipment that I wasn't aware of or something. But yeah, you know, you mean in real life, the Yeet Jey Uso glasses. Jey Uso has managed to massively get himself over, like more than what anyone really expected. Tom Rhodes 700 sub says yeet. Down since day one-ish. I've been down since day one-ish. Been down since day one-ish. Gonna line them all up and knock them down like this. I think what Jey Uso really needs is a new finisher. I think he needs to Like maybe keep the super kick, the spear, and the splash, but he needs something that's unique to Jay. Like the super kick is something that him and Jimmy had been doing as a tag team long beforehand. The Uso splash was their finisher since day one, and the spear he literally just stole from Roman Reigns. I think it would be really good if Jey Uso got his own finisher. Tom Road 700 subs says, "You ready for Raw tonight?" I am indeed. I'm looking forward to the Elimination Chamber. Although, interestingly, I will not be in the home of the Grand Kai. I won't be in Glasgow, Scotland for the Elimination Chamber. As part of my birthday present, I am flying over to Washington. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to find somewhere to watch the Elimination Chamber while I'm on holiday. It's something I'm looking forward to. Jobbin says, hang on, let me just set this one up. Jobbin says, after PCC, can you share some tips to win the King Champion? The King of the Ring? Yes, I absolutely can. There is indeed a trick to it if you want to try and win. Tom Road 700 subs says, nice, sounds good. Ezra says, yeet JSO. Yeet. As we were speaking about Logan Paul earlier, he did a music video, a diss track, against his brother Jake Paul that was called "Yeah Yeet." Izara says, "Say yeet." Oh, you want me to go yeet? I can certainly do that on request. So we are just around 10 minutes away from finishing PCC, and we will get to see whatever wonderful rewards it is that we managed to get. We should be around the 3,000 somewhere. Tom Road 700 sub says, I think Alexa Bliss will win the women's one, but I think John Cena will not win the men's one, as I think John Cena will win the Money in the Bank and cash it later in the year. I have also heard such rumblings. I think a lot of people have thought that it's pretty much a guarantee that John Cena is going to win the Elimination Chamber, and I don't think it is. I think it would be a better storyline if John Cena fails to win the Royal Rumble, if he fails to win the Elimination Chamber, and then starts becoming desperate as he realizes that this is his last year and that he's not going to do it at WrestleMania. He's not going to win his 17th championship and all this kind of thing. And I think the closer it comes to the end of his time limit, I think the better it will be when he actually does win that stage. I thought CM Punk was going to win the Royal Rumble, and I was very surprised to see that it was Jey Uso. I think John Cena will win the 17th championship. I think he will either dethrone Cody or Gunther. Tom says, but then he wouldn't main event WrestleMania, and that'll make a lot of people angry. Or he'll try and win it off of Jay. I could actually see Jay losing at WrestleMania, because I think John Cena versus Gunther is like the big monster kind of character that John Cena is used to fighting. Like John Cena has fights of Umaga, Big Show, JBL, things like this. And I think it's more in line with the John Cena character to take on a big monster type character, the likes of Gunther. Hizra says Jey Uso will play as Gunther. Also, I think that if they have Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, I don't understand why they wouldn't have him win against Gunther. The only reason I could see him not winning is if they plan to have John Cena beat him. But if John Cena is going to beat Cody Rhodes, then I think Jey Uso will beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Because why else would they do a rematch from Gunther versus Jey Uso that we just saw in Saturday Night Main Event? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Chris McGowan says 7 minutes left for PCC. Yeah, we are going to be playing all the way through. Tom says, yeah, true. Chris McGowan says, I'm at 8,300 now, pushing to stay in the top 10,000. Yes, the last hour is generally when people are the most active in PvP events. PvP just means player versus player. That is whether it's PCC or whether it's Last Man Standing or whether it's Codebreaker or whatever. Last hour, last 10 minutes is when you'll get to see everyone all jumping in. So that's why it's so important to play in the last few minutes. Let me just see where we are at. We are currently ranked 2,964. We're just going to keep trying to stay in that top 3,000. Tom says, I don't think you'll get it. You think I'm going to drop 7,000 places in the next 10 minutes? I sure hope not. Or the next 6 minutes. Oh, Tom says, I don't think I will get it. Oh, okay. I thought you meant me. I was like, what? I think we're doing pretty well, actually. Chris McGowan says, I think they'll have Drew versus Cody and Alexa via Ripley due to their history. That would be very surprising if it was Drew McIntyre that won the Royal Rumble. I mean, I would be all for it, you know, having a big old Scottish Drew McIntyre. But I don't see it happening. I think it's more likely going to be either CM Punk or John Cena. And I think it's unfortunately more likely to be John Cena. In terms of the women's match, I don't think it's going to be Alexa Bliss. I think it's probably going to be... I hope it's not Liv Morgan. God, that would be the worst one. If it's Liv Morgan. I really don't want it to be Liv Morgan. I don't want to see Rhea versus Liv Morgan again. I would have liked to have seen Rhea versus Nia Jax, but I don't think that can happen anymore. I'd have also liked to have seen Rhea versus Becky, but she's not returned. And Becky Lynch might return at the Raw After Mania, also known as the Ram, the Raw After Mania. We've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. This is the point where I tend to focus and I miss a little bit of the chat, but I'll try and read everything back in a minute. That's the bit I'm talking about there, where you see the big old Grand Cat with the human shadow behind him. This is rather silly. Chris McGowan says, also I think they'll do Roman versus Reigns versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Tom says, I will 100% get it. Jobin says, you're all talking about PCC rank me in a corner with 16,000 rank. That is unfortunate. You really did need to be playing it the entire 4 days in order to get into that top 10,000 rank. Chris McGowan says, Roxanne Perez is the only other one I want. Roxanne Perez. I'm not sure if Roxanne Perez is ready to main event at WrestleMania yet. She is good. but I would be very surprised. Tom says, I haven't played a second of it, but I think I will still get it, with laugh emojis. Jobin says, I'm currently at top 1,000 Block Bash right now, 37 more tokens in hand though. Top 1,000 or top 10,000? Because top 1,000 is really good. Going to get a really decent Triple H off of that. Tom says, I think Alexa will win it and face Rhea, and I think Alexa will win it. Tom says, do you think I'll get it? Jobin says, bro was busy with work. That is unfortunate. These events always do happen on weekends. They always go from... For in Scotland, it is Thursday at 10 AM. We've got 1 minute and 16 seconds left, so we're just going to focus for a little bit here. Alright, pay attention here. You'll see Grand Cat. There he is, with human shadow background. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let me just focus on this. Then we'll go back to reading chat in just a minute. In a literal minute. Right, can we get one last game in before it ends? Got 24 seconds left. It might kick us out during this match, but it could potentially accept it. That is now 10 PM, so the event should have just finished. So we'll see whether it accepts this or not. Okay, it does come up event ended there. So I'm not sure whether that will count or not. Let's go ahead and dust those. Chris McGowan says it just ended. So you can see there when you go to tap to play, it says the event has ended. So now what it's going to do is it's going to tally up the points. So it says there that our rank is currently 2,950, but that will change over the next few minutes while the points get calibrated. In the meantime, let's read over some of the chat. Chris McGowan says, Julia and Stephanie in NXT are killing it. Jobin says, top 1,000, bro. Oh, very well done, Jobin. Caden Booker says, I forgot to swap to AJ, which really sucks. Unfortunately, once you choose your champion in PCC, it doesn't allow you to change. That is the one that you're stuck with. There is a trick to PCC. If you wait until the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then you just watch and see which side is winning, then you can jump in then and then choose your champion rather than choosing ahead of time. So that is how some people choose and then get the guaranteed special reward. I think it's 1,000 super coins you get if you choose the right champion, the one that wins. Jobin says, I'm an aviation field bro. I rarely have work every day shifts. I rarely have work every day like shifts. Oh, interesting. In aviation? Oh, that must be something to do with flying. Is that very interesting? Maybe a pilot or something in the flying fields. Very interesting. Tom says you've got something hiding in your shadow. Yes, it was a human shadow for a cat. That's very unusual. Justin Gann says it just ended. 8,556 is my rank. Tom says I've got to go for a second. Excellent. Chris McGowan says, I thought it was 100 credits. It might be 1,000 credits, it might be 1,000 super coins. I can't remember exactly what it is. Jobin says, aircraft engineer. That is a very cool job. It is very, very skilled. You need to be very careful with what you're doing if a aircraft engineer, because of course one wrong move and the plane falls out of the sky. So that is a very, very cool job, very important job you have there, Jobin. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I'm presuming that it's pronounced Jobin. It could be pronounced Jobin, depending on where you're from. He says, yeah. Okay, I'm guessing I got it correct then. So the rewards won't come out immediately. We'll continue live streaming for a little bit, see if we can get the rewards to show up. But in the meantime, we do have a couple of other things. So let's go into our rewards. So we have our daily streak reward. There's a brand new daily streak that's going to give us 10 draft picks. And we've got the web pack. This is if you've bought the WWE Supercard Battle Pass, you can go into the WWE Supercard website and it will give you this web pack, which gives you 4 rarity draft picks and 2,000 super coins, which is very cool. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And let's see if you guys can try and get anything from this. So this is where the chat comes into play. You guys get to play as well. So I'm going to go over the numbers. The numbers go, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and then we go to the next row. So this is 5, 6, and 7. Then it is this one, 8, 9, and 10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14. So if you guys can all say numbers for me, then we will see if you guys are lucky enough to pull anything cool for the Grand Cat on his birthday. So Caden Booker and Tom both say 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, 6, 7. So this one here is number 8 for this one. And that's going to be our first pick. And it was a feral Eddie Guerrero. So it wasn't a Royal Rumble 25 card, but it is an Eddie Guerrero. So that's pretty cool. Yobin says 3 and 7 is my suggestion. Let's see if anyone else agrees with you then, Yobin. Or Jobin. Tom says dang. Don't worry, you can guess more than one. We've got 4 of these rarity draft picks to go after all. True Hulkster says number 11. Let's go with Hulkster then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is now 8, 9, 10, and 11 is going to be this one down here. So let's go for that one. Let's see what the True Hulkster gets us. The True Hulkster has given us a Feral Berto as an undesirable card. Ombe Tandon says, I'm feeling 1. Tom says 11, 3, and 7. Well, we've already chosen 11. Jobin also says 3 and 7. Ome says 1. Let's see if someone else from the Grand Cat Grand Fleet can agree. Christopher Juarez says 7 as well. Okay. There's a couple of people who have said 7, so let's go with 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 is going to be this number down here. And you guys have got a Feral Carlito. Oh my goodness, we're not going to get 4 Ferals, are we? And now Yobin says 3. Okay, so number 3 is going to be this one. Does everyone all agree with 3? Is 3 the good one? I've seen a lot of people saying 3. Omi says 1. Okay, there's Caden Booker says 3 as well. Looks like there's more going for 3. Valued Customer says yes. That is one of the best YouTube names I've ever heard. Valued Customer. Tom says, dang, I can't get away from the ferals. Smoke Games 25 says 5. Well, no one's went for 5 yet. There seems to be a lot of people going for 3s. Omi Tandon says the ferals be scaring me. Let's go for 3. Smoke has changed his number to 1. But no, we're going to try number 3. There's a lot of people saying 3 in the Grand Cat Grand Fleet. And 3 is going to give us a Legion Undisputed W Championship. Unfortunately, it's not one that we needed, as we do have a Royal Rumble 25 Undisputed Championship. And I've got 10 draft picks that we can go through here. So let's go ahead and get those out of the way as well. Oh, we have a super pull. Okay, we really want that Caden Carter. Now, Now, chat, you have a chance to redeem yourselves. Now, I put up a video a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but saying that you can actually tell what one the event card is or the special card is because it's got the black dots coming off the side of it. Now, if you look at this one on the left-hand side, you can actually see there's the little black marks coming off the side of it. But I have found that that doesn't give you the guaranteed special Royal Rumble 25 card or anything anymore. In fact, actually, most of the time, it tends to give you a feral card instead. And I think maybe WWE Supercard are aware of it. So I have no idea what to go for now. Caden Booker says Caden Carter would be an F3 for me. Ome says, I think we finished around the same rank. I was at 3.2. Yobin says middle. Ome says the smallest is it. The valued customer says the first one. Yobin says middle. Ome says I think is the first one. True Hulkster says I'll say 1. Tom says I have no clue. Tom doesn't want to pull another feral card. Okay, a lot of people seem to be going for 1, so this is this one on the left. Is this the one that you guys want me to go for? I'm going to put the little icon above it. Omi says the last 2 I went for were the smallest, and it was both Royal Rumble. Well, it's only the middle one that's slightly larger than the other 2. Caden says left should be it. Yaman says I usually take middle. Okay, let's go for the left one. Let's see if you guys are right. Unfortunately, it was the Legion John Cena. So I think the little black marks on the side don't actually mean anything any longer. Zane Dagoon says, Grand Cat! Yes, I am indeed the Grand Cat. You don't need to put so many exclamation marks after my name. Omi says, damn. John says, I normally take middle. But we had enough people guessing the left-hand one that I wasn't going to let you guys down. So, unfortunately, I don't think we need any of this, so I think we can actually dust all of it. Which is going to give us 1,715, which I think means that we get another chance at the Rarity Draft board. Now, Ome was saying number 1. A lot of people were saying that it's number 1. We already chose the 3, we already chose the 7, we already chose the 11. 1 is the one that we haven't went for. So I think we're going to listen to Ome on this one. And we're going to... Zane Dagoon says 6. I think I'm going to go with 1 because that is the one that everyone was saying beforehand. Tom is also saying 1, which is generally a bad sign because if Tom says 1, it just means it's probably a feral. But let's go for 1, shall we? And 1 was a feral Jacqueline. Tom says, I swear if 1 is a feral. Did we get 5 ferals off of Rarity Draft pulls in a row? That is crazy. Caden says, never listen to Tom. Tom says, I give up. He says, I hate my luck. Jobin says, Tom, bro, really cursed with feral, it seems. Zane says, gotta go 6 next. You know, maybe we'll go 6 for the next one, but I don't think we're getting back to our Rarity Draft board anytime soon. Let's take a look at our Battle Pass. We've been playing a little bit of PCC, so I hadn't really been paying attention to this. So we have got ourselves the reduces in-ring conditioning time by 25%. That's very, very nice. As a perk activated. We have the special Gunther sleeve. There they are. They are very cool looking. And we also got 250 super coins. That's the super coins, not credits. Not to get those mistaken. And we also get 2 of the following, where we can get a maximum of a Legion card. We've got 2 metal cards, Liv Morgan and Andrade, neither of which we particularly needed. And the next reward is going to be more super coins. It's going to be 400 super coins. And we are working towards getting ourselves that Pro Gunther once we finish off the Battle Pass. Oh, I see that something... Oh, no, it didn't come in. That was just the perk activating. I was very excited. I thought we were maybe getting our AJ Styles there. Oh, and we've got the sleeves as well. That's right. those are, there's what the Gunther sleeves look like. But we're not going to equip those, we're going to just happily stick with our little King of the Ring sleeves. There's two versions of the King of the Ring sleeves, these are the basic ones, and that's the one for winning 3 King of the Rings. Well, did you have to win 3 King of the Rings in a row or something? I can't remember what it was that you had to do, but it was only a limited time that you could get those, and since then I've just been using them because I think they're the hardest sleeves to get. Tom says, right, I'm never guessing again. Caden Booker says, I hate invites only. We do have an invites only that we can roll with, so I think we can maybe try that out. Oh, okay. Our Uncle Howdy is now finished. What do we have left to do? Let's take a look at our general Royal Rumbles. So Asuka only has 1 match left to go. We've got big match John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth freaking Rollins, Papa Shango, Gunther, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, and we've got a Sami Zayn that we don't need, unfortunately. I think we're going to put in John Cena. Between John Cena and Papa Shango. Because Papa Shango, we've also got the equipment for him, so that would also be helpful. But I think we're going to put John Cena in. There you go, there's the 25% that's already been done for us because of our perk. And those are the trainable cards. Let's take a look at our males just very quickly. So our Rick Steiner, he only has 1 of his variants. We have to put him through an elimination chamber and to get his variants up. So we're going to put him into the... Well, actually, first of all, we're going to remove this. And we're going to put Rick into the training center. And there we can deal with that. So let's take a look at our quests. So all I need to do 8 more PvP games. That will also give us this reward, and that will also guarantee us a 3rd Rick Steiner, which will be an F1. So I think we'll do some elimination chambers with our Rick Steiner in there. Okay, it is auto-filled already. I think we're going to change this to Paul Heyman, just so it is 2 stats that get an increase, rather than just 1. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll see if we can play 8 of these before we get our AJ Styles rewards. Let me see here. Kadeburger says, I hate invites only. Yeah, we could do invites only a little bit later on. I forgot about that. Zane says, is Battle Pass worth it? I don't know whether to get it. It depends. If you like Gunther, then absolutely. It's a very cool Gunther card. The card will be stronger than your regular Pro Royal Rumble cards, of course. But one of the benefits that it has is the finisher of the Battle Pass cards gives the power to the entire deck rather than just the singular player. So that is the main benefit of it. Tom says, I give up. He says, I just got a rarity draft pick and tried and guess what I got. Wait, what's the giveaway, or did it pass? Have you finished campaign mode yet? Tom, I'm going to guess that you got a feral card. Would I be correct in that? Zane says, what's the giveaway, or did it pass? The giveaway was 5 free gifted subs to the Grand Cat channel, and they were handed out earlier. So unfortunately you did miss it. But you didn't need to be part of the stream to get it. It's random. Tom says, how did you know? Grandzane says, have you finished campaign yet? I have not. But we are getting close to the end of it. So I think we might do that a little bit later on as well. Caden Booker says, Feral Dexter Loomis, what I'm guessing you got, Tom. That would be an amazing guess if it happened to actually be Dexter Loomis as well. Tom says it wasn't Dexter, but it was a feral. Yeah, Tom says it was Stone Cold. Oh, it's big old Stone Cold, son. And I'm against Stone Cold right now. With these elite turtles. Caden Booker says completely off. And Big Jim is him winning that match for us. Zane says 10 BB games away from a pro Jacob. BB would be Block Bash, I presume. Caden Booker says Stone Cold Dexter Loomis. I'm not entirely sure that is the correct name for him. Ah, big old Stone Cold Dexter Loomis. I tell ya what. Getting very lucky with these Elimination Chamber games here. Just won 6-0, which is unusual. Perfect game for Elimination Chamber. Jobin says, what does this limited edition means? Limited edition cards are ones that you could only get for a limited amount of time, and there was generally only a limited number of them. Jobin says, like, I have the 837 of Cupid limited edition. Well, what that means is that is the number that you got. Mine is 9,463. I took my time getting that Cupid. So that means that you are the 837th person to get the Cupid. Like, similar to the campaign rewards, you can see here that 209 people have Becky Lynch so far. We'll be going for that very soon. I think I probably have the deck strong enough to actually get it right now. But I am holding off, waiting until we get the AJ Styles. I'll train him up. I'll get all the best cards, and then I'll go for the actual campaign mode. That's my game plan. The Grand Zane says, so sad, I was going to pick up the new Topps Chrome Collection cards, but they went out of stock 1 hour before I went to buy them. Oh, very rude of them. But that is also why you should do things quickly and promptly to make sure that they don't sell out. Jobin says, oh, okay, got it. Thanks, bro. Tom says, Dexter just needs to leave the Y at 6 and for Stone Cold to come back, and then boom, there's your tag team. Tom says, I've only gotten to Royal Rumble 25, though. Oh, you've only just gotten to Royal Rumble 25? Well, at least you are in Royal Rumble 25. That is good. It's always nice when you hit that top tier, and you can get the best array of cards. Might win 6-0 again here. With the Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Roman Reigns. Tom says, but I barely play as I only really go on at 8 PM UK time to get the daily streak done. Paul Flynn says, hi. Hello, Paul Flynn. Welcome. I used to know a Paul Flynn a very, very long time ago. We went to school together. It'd be very interesting if you were that same person, that very same Paul Flynn. Because I have not heard from him in many, many centuries. Now, of course, today I am 300 years old. Paul Flynn says, what school? It was a school. This was in Scotland. It was a school in Gourock, specifically. If you can tell me the name of that school, I'd be more inclined to believe that you are, said Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn says, nope, I'm from UK. Scotland is also part of the United Kingdom. Oh. AG says, I thought People's Champion match was a real match between Finn and AJ. Well, I mean, it might be, eventually. It wouldn't surprise me if the two of them fought against each other. Paul Flynn says, I'm from London, sorry. London is indeed a very, very centre part of the UK. No, I think we might lose that match. We did. And I could foresee it happening. AG says, so do people who chose Finn win anything? They do indeed. If they're in the top 10,000, they will still win an AJ Styles. Unfortunately, it's not possible to win Finn Balor because he didn't win the PCC. But if you chose AJ Styles, you will, in addition to getting the card, also get an additional reward, which I think is 1,000. It's either 1,000 credits or it's 1,000 super coins. I thought it was 1,000 super coins, but someone else in the comment section said that it was 1,000 credits. So I am happy to believe that it's 1,000 credits instead. That would certainly be more preferable. Paul Flynn says, when do rewards normally come out? Well, what they are doing is they are tallying up all the points, making sure that all the places are correct, so that everyone all gets the rewards that they are supposed to get. That is why sometimes you can be pushed out of the top 10,000 after the event finishes, because there's some people that have got points that have not yet been tallied or totaled yet. So we need to wait for all that to happen, and then rewards will come out. So it shouldn't take that long. As Grand Sam says, bro, I can't even beat the second part of campaign. Yeah, you do need a high-tiered level deck in order to take on campaign. Especially when you get to the end of campaign. It is always a pain. Tom says, was it a Glasgow Gaelic school? It was not a Gaelic school, no. This is not what I went to. And quit trying to guess what school I went to. Paul Flynn says, I ended 333 on AJ. My goodness. You must have really grinded. You put in a lot of work to get into that top 500 slot. I was quite happy to stay in the top 3,000. I think Stone Cold might win this match here. Oh, wow, the charisma of CM Punk pulled through. Tom says, dang, I just looked up Scottish schools. Trying to guess The exact school of the Grand Cat. Tom says, don't remind me of Stone Cold. Don't worry, we took him out. CM Punk was able to defeat him on your behalf. Tom says, that's all I will see was that feral card. No, we've earned enough battle points to claim a reward. That's pretty cool. If anyone in the chat gets the rewards, do let me know and I'll go and check to see if my rewards have came in as well. AJ asks, have you ever been to a WWE event? I have been to many of them. I saw a house show in Glasgow at the SECC where Brock Lesnar took on Matt Hardy and where Stone Cold Steve Austin took on the Big Show, and the main event was, I think it was Triple H and someone versus Undertaker and someone. So that was really, really cool to see so many big legends, legends in the making. So when it was Brock Lesnar versus Matt Hardy, that was when Brock Lesnar was first coming into the WWE. So that was quite some time ago. And then, after that, I went to a live taping of SmackDown, where I shouted at Dean Ambrose, and I shouted to him, "You're John Moxley," which got a laugh from him, because he'd obviously heard me. I was quite near the front row on the hard cam side of the ring. And then me and Big Boss Man, we went to go and see the live SmackDown before Clash at the Castle, and we went to Clash at the Castle as well, 2 days in a row, which was the first pay-per-view that has ever happened in Scotland. And unfortunately, it was very disappointing that Drew McIntyre didn't win the title off of Damian Priest. I was about to say Dominic Priest for some reason, but no, he didn't win it off of Damian Priest because of CM Punk, which made everyone in Scotland fall out with CM Punk for a little while, including me, who is a huge CM Punk fan. So that is absolutely ridiculous. As Grandsane says, didn't play since like the first hour of PCC and still got 16,000. Could have gotten AJ, to be honest. AJ says, nice. Tom says, AJ, I haven't been to WWE, but I have seen my cousin wrestle in Grimsby. My goodness. I'm not entirely sure that's quite the same, but it's very cool to hear that your cousin is also doing the wrestling ups. Let's get those out of the way. D Wag, presumably supposed to be dog, is saying, I'm enjoying playing the game with you right now. Ah, that's very cool. Thank you very much. AJ says, you fought the big boss man? No, I didn't fight. Well, I have fought the big boss man numerous times. The big boss man is very different to the big boss man, although they are both very big and they both look similar. Unfortunately, Big Boss Man has passed away. Big Boss Man is very active in the card gaming community, and you can see him right here on this channel. He is in quite a few of the card game videos. We also played the Resident Evil board game and such together, and he is also a Kane member of Soul World Order. You can see, actually, Big Boss Man is right there. There he is. That is him. There is the Big Boss Man there indeed. Now, we also have the Team Road to Glory event that's currently on, so I should probably do some matches in this. This is 0-285. I think that is a lie. Let's see if we go back out here and we go back in, then it will give us what the actual points are, because people will have been playing while I've been playing Elimination Chamber. There we are, we're 215 of 285 on big old Jey Uso. So let's jump in here. We'll just do a few of these matches. So because I got the AJ Styles card, I have half requirements. So instead of it being 150, I only need 75. The Grand Zane says SWO2 are 70 through ink. My goodness, they are putting in the work. Tom says, does that count? I mean, he did have an interview with TNA. That's really cool, actually. Getting into TNA is a huge, huge milestone in a wrestler's career. That is absolutely nothing to be sniffed at. Very cool indeed. Grand Zane says, I'm just trying to do my minimum at the moment. I too like to try and do my minimum at the beginning of the event. I don't like leaving it to the end because there is always the distinct possibility that the team might finish. Omi says the rewards are out for me. In that case, we will check our rewards right after this match. Thank you very much for that, Omi. Tom says, bit of a jump from Grimsby to TNA. Well, Drew McIntyre used to wrestle in a wrestling show in Scotland here. That's called, he said, trying to remember its name. It is called, I know it, I've seen it. ICW. True Hollow says IWC, but no, I'm pretty sure it's ICW. I think it's Insane Championship Wrestling. That's what it's called. I distinctly remember the audience going, IC dub, IC dub, IC dub. Of which Triple H has came out on the show of that as well. There's been a few famous wrestlers that have walked through the doors of ICW, including big old Joe Hendry. Ah, yes, the rewards seem to have came through. So let's go ahead. So there is the results and the People's Champion. The Grand Zane says, I met Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor in one night. I got an autograph from Cody. He's so nice. Tom says, do you know Tate Mayfairs? I do not. It's not someone that I'm familiar with. Let's go ahead and screenshot that one. So there's the People's Champion, ranked 2,945. Personal points was 3,915. Let's go ahead and claim. So we got our rarity draft pick. And it's 1,000 credits that you get, not 1,000 super coins. That is very, very cool. And it means we've got a rarity draft pick as well. So Tom, get ready to pick us another feral card as we get our People's Champion rewards. And there we go. I'm going to screenshot that one. There we are, ranked 2,945, personal points 3,915. And let's go ahead and claim. And we'll wait for the chat to disappear before we get this. And there we go. There is our phenomenal AJ Styles with the phenomenal forearm that's going to give 1,318 to both power and to speed. He is a right arrow. And let's see if we can get him all the way up to his maximum level right now. Let's go ahead and close those down. And we'll exit out here. Okay, chat. It is now time for you guys to play the number game. Once again, for anyone that didn't see the beginning, the numbers are going from left to right. So this one's going to be 1, 2, and 3. This one over here is going to be 4, and then 5, and then this one will be 6, and then this is 7, 8, and 9 down here. So Tom says 4. So Grand Zane says number 6. So Grand Zane says 6, at least it will not be a feral. Tom says, I swear if it's a feral. Okay, so Tom has picked 4. Grand Zane has picked 6. Does anyone else have any other numbers? Let's see if we can all agree on a number together. 4 and 6 are the ones that people are saying at the moment. You can put in your own number as well if you want. The True Hulkster says 2. So we now have a 2, a 4, and a 6. All of which have 1 vote each. I'm going to have to see a few more. Kay says 2. Tom is he's very definite on 4. But KIC is saying 2. The True also says 2 as well. Grancy says 6 looks the nicest. Tom says, I just hope it's not a feral. So number 2 is going to be this one here. Number 4 would be this one. And number 6 would be this one. So those are the numbers that are currently being said. There is 2 votes for 2, there is 1 vote for 4, and there is 1 vote for 6. If something gets to 3 votes, then that is the one I will go for. So let me hear the rest of your votes. Grand Cat, Grand Fleet. Let me see what numbers you think it is going to be. Let's see if we can finally get a Royal Rumble 25. The Grand Saint says number 2 is a Legion. Oh, are you certain of that? Is that something that you know? Or is that the Grand Zane propaganda? Maybe that is the Royal Rumble 25 card and he just wants to pick number 6. Tom says, why did no one say 4? I think it's because you said 4, Tom, and we all know what your luck is like. The Grand Zane says, yes, I'm positive. I'm pretty sure you were also positive the last one was going to be. Tom's like, says, it's like you don't want to pick what I say. The Grand Zane says, deja vu. Oh, the strong feeling of deja vu. That means that they've changed something. And you've seen the same cat go by the same wall twice. Deja vu, when you've seen this mustard before. Alright, I'm going to need someone else from the Grand Fleet to message in the chat so that we can get this rare to draft pick out of the way. Otherwise, I'm just going to go for the one that has the highest number of votes, which at the moment is going to be number 2, which is going to be this one. So Grand Zane says, I'll pick 2 then, just be ready for the Legion. Alright. Grand Zane says that he thinks that this is a Legion card, but let's go ahead and get it. And it is... It was a feral. It was a feral regardless. Is that 6 ferals in a row? Maybe we should have went for Tom's. Tom says pick 4. Well, it's a little bit late for that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at... Oh, this is now finished as well. Oh my goodness, it's all triggers. That is not what we want. Okay, we're going to change those up as well. In fact, we're going to change these up just now. So what we want, in order to get the highest one, is 4,425 in power. That is what we're going for. So we just need to pay the credits and shuffle this until this says 4,425. Now, bear in mind that the number of credits I have at the moment is 40,421. So let's just go ahead and type that into the chat, and you can see 4,421. So you can see that there is how many credits we have. And you'll see how expensive it is to change this into the highest tiered reward you can get. So there. Whoa! Holy crap! That was incredible. Ooh. We've never seen that happen before. That was very, very lucky. Okay, so the second one, we need to get this perfect as well, is going to be 3,098 in power. So let's go ahead. Tom says, oh my god, yes. Oh my god, indeed. That was a first for me. So we need to get this to 3,098 in power. Almost. So that was 50 credits down. Here goes 75. There's 100 credits. That still isn't it. There's 125. That's toughness. That's ability. We just need to keep doing this. That one's speed. That's still speed. It's just more speed. That one's slightly higher toughness. That one's charisma. There we go, that's the one. So, that actually wasn't as bad. It cost us just under 2,000 credits, but that is the maximum power that you can get. And you can see equipped to CM Punk, it puts him to 36,185. But if we attach this to Papa Shango, he's going to get a bonus amount of power. So let's take a look at Papa Shango. Papa Shango's current attack is 19,928. And if we equip this to him, it goes to 35,622. That is absolutely ridiculous. And once we get those 100 matches on Papa Shango, once we get him those additional 5 variants, that is going to be absolutely massive for Papa Shango. That is also still our best equipment that we have. There you go. If you take a look at all of the different things there, you can see that, I mean, just the difference between the Legion elbow pads and the Papa Shango, it gives 1,833 to power as opposed to 1,414. We get 3,098 as opposed to 2,390. Then we get 4,425 as opposed to 3,414. So it is just overall absolutely massive. Now let's go ahead and find our AJ Styles. And of course, that is a cool image, but we have a better image. We've got a couple of better images. I think we're probably going to go for the title picture, where he has the world title over his shoulder. But we could also go for the phenomenal zombie AJ Styles. We also have the 2K19 image, where he has the wind blowing his hair and he's doing the phenomenal PI logo. That is the phenomenal one, or the P1 logo, I suppose. And this one's similar, it's just like the red gloves with the hair down as opposed to blowing in the wind. I think this one's also kind of cool looking. Yeah, he's also got the hands up. There is the Undertaker version of AJ Styles. There's him with the hood up. And of course, there's the Pixel AJ Styles. But I think we are going to stick with this one where he has the world title over his shoulders. The Grand Zane says, I've only got 12,000 super coins. Spare some change, good sir. My goodness. Well, you cannot give credits, thankfully. But equally, there is a thing in the store that gives you 15,000 credits, but it's very, very expensive. And I might get that at some point, but we're not going to get it just yet. Tom says 35,000. Wow. He says, I've got 20 coins left. Give me some. Tom says, how many AJ cards do you have? Quite a lot of them. And Zagranzian says, I got a Rumble from PCC Rewards. Oh my god. Oh, what card did you get? Is it something good? Let's go ahead and go to enhancements. This is what I've been saving this for. We'll make him immediately maximum level. So here we are. Our AJ Style at level 100 at rank 2,945 has, from weakest to strongest, 18.06 thousand in charisma, 19.45 in toughness, 21.82 thousand in power, and 23.07 thousand in speed. So that is a very, very cool, very strong little AJ Styles. Let's just go to general and see whereabouts he is sitting at the moment. So at the moment he has just surpassed our Pro Asuka. He still has a little bit more to go, taking on Finn Balor. But once he gets his 100 matches and his 5 variants, I suspect that he is going to surpass our Jacob Fatu up here. I think he'll be up here. I don't think he'll be quite as strong as CM Punk, but he'll be up around that area is what I suspect. As Grand Zane says, good old Tamatonga is what he got. So that is very, very cool to see. So there's our phenomenal one. The phenomenal AJ Styles. And let's see, who else do we have that's trainable? We're going to start working on Bianca Belair next. So we've got a few cards here. We don't need this Sami Zayn, unfortunately. And we're just going to get rid of the rest of these rewards here. That's going to put her up 35 levels. It's going to put her up to level 59. Tom says, right, I just got a rare to draft pick. You can pick for me. So I don't hit a feral. Let's go for... Well, Grant Zane says 6. I'm going to agree with Zane. Let's go for a 6, Tom. Let's see what 6 gives you. Let's see what rewards you can get off of that. And we've got another Battle Pass reward. Yeah, there we are. Let's go ahead and claim that. 400 more super coins. And in our little thing here, we only need to play 2 more PvP games to get our Fortified 1 Rick Steiner. So let's go ahead and do that as well. But we'll go into Edit Deck and we're going to swap out our Kurt Angle for the phenomenal AJ Styles. There he is, so that he can get trained up as well. And is our Rick Steiner finished? He is, he just needs 6 more Elimination Chamber matches. Tom says, okay, number 6. Number 6 is what he is going for. You know, there's Rick Steiner himself right there. Jobin says, just PCC rewards. Tom is putting up cry emojis. Did you hit a feral card? Tom says, I got a Carlito feral. Maybe someone at Cat Daddy is playing a practical jape on us, a joke, and maybe all of the rarity draft boards have just been replaced by feral cards. Maybe that is what is going on today. Very possible. Jobin says, I just collected PCC rewards. At least I got a Legion Dupree. That's nice to see. Grand Zane says, Tom, at the end of the day, it was your finger that clicked it. It's very rude. Grand Zane, you're the one that said to him to go for number 6. Oh, there's our AJ Styles in his very first match. And there he goes. He manages to win it in the Elimination Chamber. Jobin says, have you collected? I have indeed. You just got to see the phenomenal AJ Styles right there. Tom says that's fair, but you picked number 6. You did indeed. Jobin says your AJ Styles is looking stunning. It is really cool. I really like all the pictures that have the title image on them. So I really like when you get a card that you can show off those images with. Okay, let's go ahead and dust those cards. I don't think we need any of them. And only 33 seconds left until the next Elimination Chamber. So let's go ahead and play another Team Road to Glory match. Tom says, I might just get off Supercards for today. Just try again tomorrow, see if your luck improves. Tom says, that way I can't get a feral unless you get one. I think is what he's trying to say there. Yeah, he was trying to say unless. Well, I must say that this has been a wonderful birthday for the big old Grand Cat, and I want to thank each and every single one of you for being part of it today, for all coming along and joining in my Grand Cat chat during this little live stream. I am very grateful for each and every single one of my subscribers, all 6,000 of you. I'm very, very happy and very proud of that. As the Grand Zane says, any spare cake? There is indeed. There is a lot of spare cake, Zane. However, I'm not bringing it to you. You have to come over here and get it yourself. So if you know where I stay and you're looking for some cake, You may book an appointment. Don't just show up uninvited. And I may invite you in for some cake. Depending on whether or not I permit you into the house, into the lair of the Grand Cat himself. So Grand Zane says, how much for shipping? I'm not shipping it to you. Come get it yourself. I'm not sending it out. Tom says, will do. I'm on my way now. Okay, I'll see you soon. This is where I find out that Tom is some eldritch horror and, like, you know, like a wall of, like, you know, vortex appears in my room and, like, a big, like, corporeal being comes out of it, and it's like, oh, okay, here's your cake then, I guess. Tom says, I will just break a window and walk in that way. Do no such thing. Knock on the freaking door. I will open it for you. You'll just break a window. Good lord. Those things cost money. Costs more than the cake does. Tom says, shush, how did you know? I am very good at guessing. So by doing this one elimination chamber, we will finish off the quest, and it will give us a third Rick Steiner, which would be a 41. Tom says, I'm typing in your postcode now. Well, please don't share it with the entire chat. That'd be very rude. Tom says, hang on, what flavour? What flavour of cake? It is, let's see, what would put you off? Bacon flavour. He said making up a flavour of cake. It would not surprise me if bacon flavour cake exists. If you want to know the actual cake, I believe it was a salted caramel cake. And it was very, very delicious. As Grand Zane says, not even carrot cake. I made carrot cake once. I made it very poorly when I was still a mere grand kitten. When I was still in school. Apparently I did not add enough yeast, and it turned out to be horrible. Tom says, right, I'm getting into my plane now. The Granddad says, my message got blocked. Well, there's two reasons that the message gets blocked. Tom says, I hope you have room on your roof. I do indeed. I live in a big grand house. The Grand Cat would live in nothing less than a big grand house. And I will make sure that the landing strip is cleared for you, Tom. So you are safe to land. But there's two reasons that message gets blocked, as Grand Zane. One is if it considers it to be anything vulgar, which is, example, if it is racist or if it is any foul language or any such. The second reason is if it is spam, if it is considered spam. So for playing the PvP 50 times, we've got this reward. We've got Beth Phoenix with Angelo Dawkins, a Bradshaw, Obafemi, The Miz, Gunter, 3 love letters, Xavier Woods, Seth freaking Rollins, Akam, Joe Gacy, Drew McIntyre, Scarlett, and a Royal Rumble Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. And now we can claim our final reward, which is going to be our fortified 1 Rick Steiner. So we're going to lock that down for just now. And that is that quest. The Cuddles and Clothesline quest is now being completely taken care of. It's now being completely done. Our last thing we need to do in the Battle Pass quest is to win a match with Gunther 150 times. We've won 52 matches with him so far. As Granddad says, I want to donate your roof to charity. Makes for a good tent. My roof makes a good tent? I don't think so. It's made of... It's significantly more solid than what a tent should be made of. As it says, W. Drew McIntyre. Tom says, estimated time of arrival is about 30 minutes. Get it on a plate for me. Don't worry, Tom. It is already on a plate. And it shall be sitting here waiting. However, it's still here by tomorrow. I may eat it myself, so just be warned. Now, let's go into here and we will just train up our Bianca Belair just a little bit. Is there anything here that we need to do anything with? I don't think so. Yep, no, we're good. We can just train all that way. Now, we can't pro the Rick Steiner just yet because if we look at our Rick Steiner here, there he is. He is currently in Performance Center trying to get the variants all done, which will take another 23 hours. So that's why we're trying to do Elimination Chambers, just to try and speed that up a little bit. But there we are. And that is that. That is all done. So I still have a lot of Team Road to Glory to play. So far I got myself 20 points. You can see, oh, Big Bossman is in the lead. Big Bossman is trying to... He is trying to retain his championship. Let's see here. As Grand Zane says, my Legion pool was Drew McIntyre. The heck? Mick Theory. Mick Theory. Tom says, this is where someone knocks on your door. Says, be right back. If someone did knock my door, I'd be very surprised. I would go downstairs and be like, the hell are you? And you'd be like, I'm Tom, road 700 subs. And I would be like, oh, well, come on in then. I suppose. So long as you announce yourself, I will not accept any unannounced guests. But so long as you have alerted me that you are on your way, then I would welcome you within reason. And if you are holding a hatchet and it is bloody, I would perhaps close the door on you. So just letting you know that there are lanes that I will not cross. Grand Zane says it will be Nikki Cross stood in the fog, and then he'll get sneak attacked by Rowan, Loomis, and Gacy. I think I could take Rowan and Loomis and Gacy. Now, if Uncle Howdy was there, it'd be a little bit harder. Although, I mean, Rowan and Loomis are big guys. Big. Tom says I'm back. Oh, did you get your cake? Am I going to go into the kitchen and find that it's missing? Do you just walk in there and help yourself to it? This Grand Zane says huge. Huge. Well, they may be huge, but are they grand? Tom says, when will be your next stream? I don't know. I don't actually plan out my streams. I plan out my videos every single day. There is a card game video or a board game video that we do from KC that goes up at 7 p.m. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there's an unboxing video where I'll be unboxing some new product. It'll be some new figure or toy in some way. And those all go up at 6 p.m. Sometimes they're One Piece WCF figures, sometimes they're Storm Collectibles, sometimes they are Sonic, sometimes they're Street Fighter. Could be anything, you just have to wait and see what they're going to be. WWE Supercard videos, they go up the second that I record them, so that they are the most up-to-date and new. And live streams happen spontaneously, is the best way to describe it. I try and do at least 2 live streams a month, and I try to do the giveaways as well. But there has to be a reason to do a live stream. The reason I did the live stream today was, of course, 1, because it's my birthday, and 2, because the PCC event was on, and I wanted to record the end of that, so that everyone could see getting the AJ Styles card. But there isn't actually a planned session for doing live streams. So you just need to make sure that you're subscribed and that your notification icons are active so that you can be informed when the Grand Cat does go live. Also, if you join the Discord server, someone will at everyone whenever a big old Grand Cat goes live and then share the link so that everyone can jump in from there and see us from that part. Tom says, nah, I had to change seats in the plane. Ah, that's unfortunate. As Grand Zane says, isn't KC open to the public, as in like a hobby shop? It is, but there is a limit to how many people are allowed in the shop. So generally, I prefer when someone lets me know ahead of time. Just because you come in the shop doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get to be on camera. It's also, if you come into the shop, doesn't mean that you have to be on camera. For example, if you end up playing in a One Piece tournament and you end up making it to the finals, we do not force you to be on camera. If you are camera shy, which some people are, we will film what would be essentially the third and fourth playoffs, and we will record that as the finals. So do not need to worry about that. If you do want to be on camera, there is no guarantee that being in the shop means that you will be on camera either. It's very possible that you might not do very well in the tournament and you might not get to the stage where you get a feature match on the camera. But we will try and accommodate as best we can. But we will never force someone to be on camera that does not want to be on camera. That is an absolute rule of mine. I would never force that on anyone that didn't want it. Only people that want to be on camera can be on camera. As Grandian says, pray for longer videos. Well, that is what my live streams are. Generally, live streams are slightly longer videos. Tom says, my notifications are all on. As Grandian says, do you own it? Like, I do indeed. I have owned it for almost 14 years. April 16th, 2011 is when the shop opened. So I am very, very proud of it. I'm very proud to have kept a shop going all these years. It has been through a pandemic. It has been through a stock market crash, a crisis as well, a living crisis, a cost of living crisis, what it was called. And I also opened it during a recession. So people thought that I was crazy. People think that a card game shop would never work. And I am very, very proud that we have such loyal members of the Grand Cat family that keep coming in week after week and helping out. And that those wonderful videos can be shared with everyone on YouTube. And everyone that enjoys those can all come along and watch it and enjoy it and feel like they are part of the Grand Cat family as well. That is what the whole purpose is. Tom says, wow. So Grand Zane says, what made you want to start a shop? Well, before I opened up the shop, I'm just going to start Team Road to Glory here. Before I opened up the shop, I was one of the best 3D animators in the UK. I was one of the best 3D animators in the world. And I was in a company that worked with the BBC, that's the British Broadcasting Corporation. And I was the essentially third in command. I was the head animator. Above me was the head of media, and above that was the CEO. I won't say what the company was. I won't mention any names, but basically we were relying on a lot of funding that didn't come through, and we got to the stage where I had to start letting go of a lot of my other people, my other animators and such that were there, and I was promised that don't worry, going into the new year there will be new year, new staff, and we will try our best to get back some of the animators, some of the favorites that you had. And I was like, oh, good. And on December 23rd, I got a letter in saying that the company had got rid of the animation department and I was no longer needed. And I thought, well, what is the point of being one of the best in the world when you're still relying on people above you keeping your job secure? And at that point, I was a national champion of, I think I was national champion of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cardfight hadn't started yet, but I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! National champion, and a friend suggested, you know more about card games than anyone else, you're a national champion of it, you have been to European championships and things, why don't you start open your own shop? There's a lot of people that do it, and they don't know what they're doing, and you have more knowledge about Yu-Gi-Oh! And card games than anyone else. And I thought, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. And starting a shop is one of the hardest things you can possibly do, because there is a huge learning curve. There's a lot of legals, a lot of legalities you need to know about. There's a lot of overheads and taxations and standing charges and bills and insurance and all sorts that you have to learn about and that you also have to pay. It is getting an accountant is one of the most intelligent things you can do because they will save you in a lot of scenarios, especially when you have to prove your spendings. But I have done that for almost 14 years now, and I'm very proud of it. And I am extremely grateful to the people that come into the shop. And I think it does a lot. I think it helps a lot of people. We have helped a lot of people over the 14 years. I've had a number of kids tell me that if it hadn't been for them, if they hadn't had my store, they wouldn't have been able to make friends. And some of them have made lifelong friends from my little place. So that means a great deal to me. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. So that is what big old Grand Cat does in the real world when I am not live streaming. Tom says, you got a spare bedroom? I might need to stop off for the night. Strangely, actually, yes, I do indeed have a spare room. So, if you were so inclined, it would be available. Tom says, annoying, you don't have a shop near me. Well, that is the problem. You cannot have a shop that's near everyone in the world. That would not be very, very feasible unless someone invents a teleporter. If we get teleportation at some point, that would be very cool. But also would lead to a tremendous amount of crime if someone could just teleport into the middle of a safe or into the middle of a room. As Grandzane says, happy to still be young. I am also happy to still be young. I am a mere 300 years old. $300 is quite young for a Grand Cat, I'll have you know. Tom asks, could I keep the plane on the roof for the night? You may, but I may charge you. I may charge you a standing fee for your plane to sit on my roof. As Grandzane says, you're such a great human outside of the content creation scene. Keep it going, man. Thank you, Zane. And Zane says 300 is the royaliest age. It is indeed. And it is a very, very regal age. The reason that I actually started KC, my store, was when I was a young Grand Kitten. I did not have many friends. I did not know how to make friends. And card games really helped me in finding people, finding good friends, and now I have a great many friends across the world from playing card games, from doing all of those. I've traveled the world. I've traveled to Greece, Italy, Spain, France, national champion of France actually, Japan of course, and America, and all sorts of other places. And I've made friends in many of those nations, and I thought that opening a shop would be a great way to give back and help people that were maybe feeling down, give them a home away from home, somewhere that they could escape for a little while, escape the treacheries of life, and have somewhere that they could have fun and that they could enjoy themselves. And that's why it's very important for me to try and keep the shop open, so that people can always come and have somewhere that they can be themselves. Tom says, I will give you the plate back if you let me keep the plane on the roof. You're going to keep the plate? I was giving you the cake, I wasn't giving you the plate. What the hell? Very rude. I'll tell you what, if you give me the plate back, I'll let you have the plane back. That seems like a fair trade. Tom says, he's thinking about it. He's thinking, how much do I need the plane versus how much do I need the plate? As Grandzane says, things with places like KC is that it allows people to be themselves. It's hard to find places and people who aren't judgmental. Your shop should be on the news. Well, thank you, Zane, but unfortunately, the news tends to be filled with more harrowing things. Generally, nice, happy news doesn't tend to show up on the actual news itself. It's only if there is something major or a war or some kind of crime going on that tends to be what makes the headlines. Tom says, is it a plastic plate? It is not a plastic plate, absolutely not. It is the finest ceramic plates that I have. I would not dare give a guest a cake on anything less than some of my finest of cutlery. Tom says, dang, so I can't play Frisbee with the plate. I mean, technically you could, but I would significantly prefer if you didn't. Like, you could play Frisbee with it once before it would shatter into 100,000 pieces. So Grandson says, Tom, can I have a plate? I ate my last one. And Tom says, you ain't getting a plate off of me. Don't worry, Zane, I'm sure I can find you a nice, finest paper plate that I have. Well, I don't think I have any. But I will get you one if you so require. But similar to KC is the same reason that I started up the Discord server. It is also why that exists, and is so that people can come and they can enjoy themselves or have fun on the internet. Nice little area where you won't be judged and people won't shout at you. At least generally they try not to. Where you can share your hobbies and interests. I've always found people with the hobby to be significantly more interesting than people that do not. Tom says, I can pick you up and we can both get a plate off the Grandcat. What? So Grandson says, oh yes, of course, Tom. Tom says, okay, we're 5 minutes away, Zane. Oh my goodness. Tom says, get your shoes and coat on, it's cold up here. Grandson says, alright, good. I'm getting hungry for a plate. Zane says, speed up. Now, I'm not sure I've got enough cake for all of you. How many people are we bringing? We're not bringing all 6,000 members of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet, are we? May need to buy a second cake. Tom says, Grand Cat, you better get that plate ready. As the Grand Saint says, 7.5 people approximately. Well, how the hell are you fitting 7.5 people into a car? Tom says I can bring all 6,000. You know, Tom, if you bring all 6,000 members of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet, I would make sure that each and every one of you got a slice of cake, regardless of how much it would cost me. Because I am so certain that you will not be able to find all 6,000 subscribers. I would also, of course, need proof that each one of you is all subscribed. Tom says, dang. Tom says it's not worth it. Tom says, I want a whole cake each. Do you know how much 6,000 cakes would cost? Grandson says, I'll rent out the Louvre so we can eat it in there. Lovely view. Well, if you can rent out the Louvre, you have a tremendous amount of capital. Tom says, better get your card ready. So if we're renting out the Louvre, are the guards still going to be there? Or, like, can I walk out with the Mona Lisa? Just, you know, take it as a birthday present. When the guards ask, it's just like, are you supposed to have that? I'll be like, yeah, they said there was a present. They're like, oh, okay. Tom says, oh my god, another feral. His grand says, no, I'll hire mannequins. You mean I just pulled another feral? I wasn't even looking at it. Tom says, don't try to skip it. I did see you pick it. I wasn't even paying attention to it. Oh my goodness. Well, it is 20 past 11 here at night in the home of the Grand Cat. We have been streaming for 110 minutes, so I think this is a fairly fine point to... So Groundsman says 6,000 cakes is £90,000 approximately. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. And Tom says, Zane, I may have put the wrong postcode in. Oh no. Well, I don't know where you guys are off to, but that sounds like a fun adventure. But regardless, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Also, a big shout out and a big thank you to everyone that came into the chat and said happy birthday to me during this little live stream here today. Tom says happy birthday, says thanks for the stream. So Granzine says little video. Tom says happy 300th birthday. Granzine says it was 111 minutes. Well, well, you know, it was a live stream. Tom says, get that bacon cake ready. Me and Zane will see you soon. Tom says, me and Zane shall see you in about an hour or two. In about an hour or two will be either 20 past 12 or 20 past 1. I may very well be asleep by that point. But regardless, folks, again, thank you to everyone. It has not only just came into the stream, but I said happy birthday that has been part of this journey, this 300 years that the big old Grand Cat has been walking along the face of the earth. I have been roaming this entire time, and I have been streaming all of these points. So, once again, thank you to everyone in the Grand Cat Grand Fleet. You all do genuinely mean a lot to me. I want to give you a big shout out, a big thank you to each and every single one of you. But with that said, folks, that is the end of this stream, and I really hope that you did enjoy it. And we shall see you all in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody.